Just came out of Tron ARES. It's an excellent movie. Go see it. You know what I really liked about going to this movie is it wasn't like the superhero movies. You know how the superhero movies are mainstream now? And back in the day when we saw the first X2, right? Or X-Men, or we saw the first Spider-Man in theaters, or we rented Blade or we bought Blade on DVD. Those days, an exclusive audience was going to see these movies. And I can tell you that in my local IMAX when I went, there was only like 15 people in the theater. But you could tell that those 15 people were actually Tron fans. You know what I mean when you're going to all these other things like the Star Wars and the superhero things, you get all the majority of the undesirables going over there. So this was a great screening because we had most of the theater to ourselves and it was only like 15 people in the movie theater. Um I love the story in this movie about the digital life becoming alive, right? Could digital life uh, become conscious, right? But you know what I really liked about the movie is that from beginning to end, it doesn't get boring. The soundtrack really makes the movie, and also the directing, the soundtrack, the directing, and this movie wasn't only CGI. Disney built sets. It really looked like an IMAX movie. Okay, I saw a lot of people online complaining about the story. The story is great. I gotta tell you something. The story was great about these digital beings invading our world and having a mind of their own, and the way they introduced Jared Leto's character of Ares. They could do a whole trilogy just on his character. Um, and this is a great reboot. I will say that. Oh, and I really liked Athena, the villain. The African actress who plays the villain Athena, she was great. And also the the actor from American Horror Story, he's playing the CEO of this company, and I guess the Asian girl is playing a CEO of Encom, right? It's two companies taking each other over. They're continuing that story from Tron Legacy, and they have um, interests that collide with each other. Meanwhile, these digital beings are coming into our world and wrecking havoc. All right, you know, they have blasters coming out of flying, those flying rectangular things. Um, the action is amazing. Love the action. I love that retro scene where they go back to the original Tron, but all the action with them coming into the city, that looks spectacular in 3D, and it gives you vibes of the Dark Knight, but even cooler with all the neon stuff. And um, I like this movie uh, more than the Dark Knight. I'll tell you that. It was a great movie. Very rewatchable. Loved Athena, the African actress who plays the villain. She is great. And I only have positive things to say. Go and see it. Go and see it. And there is one post credit scene, and you don't have to wait long for it. And spoiler alert, Tron Legacy didn't talk about the red people, the master controllers guys weren't really mentioned in Tron Legacy. And this movie is all about the master controller. That's what this movie is about. It's all about the master controller. Um, Go see it. I can't recommend people saying negative things. I cannot believe it. But this one I really recommend. I have to do a spoiler video because there are spoilers in the movie. But action packed from beginning to end, and the music is like really atmospheric, incredible directing. This guy has to win an Oscar in this movie for how it was directed, because I love the directing, how it keeps you engaged. If it was another director and they didn't incorporate the music, some of the scenes could have been boring. But the scenes in the movie, like the talking scenes and the information scenes, weren't boring because it was almost like a music video. You know what I mean? So, really great action, really great visuals. I'll tell you one thing I didn't like. And the movie story revolves around this female CEO who's an Asian CEO. And I didn't really like it that they made her the main character and her the main focus of a lot of the movie. So, you know, that was the only thing. I wish that they would have recasted her with a more beautiful actress, because it was hard to look at her. It was hard to look at her, okay? But I gotta say, I really liked the African actress who played Athena. And this is my really honest review. Go see this in IMAX. Because it was made for IMAX. It was made for 3D. So, definitely check it out. I'm going to watch Peacemaker, review Peacemaker. And then we have to get into spoilers and the post-credit scene of Tron.